going to make a special roll called the forest roll. To make this roll, we will need a few ingredients. A nice slice of portobello mushroom, snow crab salad, crushed walnuts, half of an avocado, teriyaki sauce. Before we start making this forest roll, we're going to batter and deep fry the portobello mushroom, tempura style. Now that we've made our tempura portobello mushroom, we can start making the forest roll. First, we're going to start by wetting our hands so the sushi rice does not stick to them. Grab roughly 150 grams of sushi rice and lightly pack it into a ball. Then spread the rice across the nori, caring to cover the surface entirely. Especially all of the edges. Once we have done this, flip the nori and the rice over, and then we'll apply the snow crab across the center of the nori. Then cut the tempura portobello mushroom in half at an angle. This allows us to spread the mushroom out and still keep the same thickness across the whole roll. Once we spread the mushroom out evenly, we're ready to wrap the roll up. We start with the side closest to you and wrap the nori and the rice tight over the ingredients inside. And continue to wrap until the far side of the nori is at the bottom of the roll. At this point, we're going to take our half of an avocado and slice it into very thin slices, and then evenly spread it over the top of the roll. We're going to cover it in plastic wrap and then press it with a makisu to shape and form the roll. Note that the makisu has a flat and a rounded side. We want the flat side to be facing down when we press the rolls to avoid any sort of indentation marks. When pressing the sushi roll, apply even pressure with the makisu, pressing slightly downward and in at the base of the roll. We will also adjust the positioning of the makisu and apply a slight amount of pressure to each end of this roll, so any loose rice is now formed to the roll and it is more presentable this way. This roll is going to be cut into 8 pieces. To cut the roll equally, let's start by cutting it directly in half. And then with one of these halves, we're going to cut it directly in half again, and then half both of these halves. This will leave us with 4 equal pieces from one half of the roll. Then we will repeat the process with the other half of the roll, leaving us with 8 equal pieces. After we've cut the forest roll, we're ready to plate. Remove the plastic wrap separate the pieces by sliding them away from each other, as to not pull out any inside material. If we pull the pieces directly apart, sometimes we'll pull out the material that's inside of the roll inadvertently. To plate this roll more presentably, we're going to spread the pieces apart. We're going to make sure the pieces are spread out, but halfway overlapping each other, and then spread the roll directly across the center of the plate. This will be much more aesthetically pleasing than just placing the cut roll on a plate without spreading the pieces apart. Once we have all the pieces plated, we're going to sauce with zigzag lines of teriyaki sauce over the top. We're going to focus on making our teriyaki sauce lines in the opposite direction, that of which our cuts are in. And we also want to apply an extra amount of sauce in a thick line on top of the avocado across the whole roll. And this should help our walnuts stick. After this, we're going to take our crushed walnuts and spread them across the top of the roll. And here is our completed forest roll.